Hey, what's up, y'all? This is Rodney, and I'm back. And I wanted to go ahead and run my mouth and talk about the mess. All right, y'all, let's go ahead and get into it. So, this is according to Vibe.com. So, judge rules in favor of Tasha K in $360 million Bishop Lamor Whitehead lawsuit. With many lawsuits against her, the gossip driven blogger has finally prevailed in court. So Tasha K finally has a win on her hands after being sued more than a few times by celebrities. The gossip driven podcaster recently prevailed in a $360 million lawsuit made against her by Bishop Lamor Whitehead, aka Pastor Bling Bling of New York. Whitehead, who claimed that he was robbed during a live streaming of his church service last year, accused Tasha of lying on him and sued her for defamation and invasion of privacy. In an episode of her Unwind with Tasha K podcast, the 40 something jokingly claimed that Whitehead purchased a $2 million mansion with only $10 to his name. I mean, girl, in a way, she probably wasn't lying because y'all know he is going to prison for scamming and fraud and stealing. hmm So maybe he technically did only have $10 to his name because that other money, but they say it wasn't his. Anyways, however, the judge ruled that Tasha's statements weren't defaming, and some of her remarks were probably true. Girl, come on. Based off of the outcome, based of you heading to prison, based off of you being inmate 9723-006975, they probably true. As for Whitehead, he was recently sentenced to 9 years in prison for extortion and wire fraud. Wire fraud. 9 years. Girl, girl, I know that judge was like, girl, get out my face. They probably true. Girl, what she said, it was probably true. The 46-year-old was convicted of scamming one of his parishioners' mother out of $90,000 in life savings and falsely promising to renovate her home. Instead of keeping his word, the pastor bought a designer wardrobe and a BMW. Additionally, Whitehead attempted to extort another $5,000 from someone else and falsified bank documents for a $250,000 loan. Excuse me. At the time of conviction, U.S. Attorney Jessica Greenwood stated the defendant was trusted by many in his community. He was the bishop of a small church in Brooklyn and a self-described businessman. He was a friend to the mayor of New York City. Hmm. She added he promised to use the money to buy a fixer-upper home that he would renovate for his parishioner's mother to live in, and she believed the defendant, a man who by that time had become a mentor and a spiritual advisor to her son. Let me say something. I'm not stupid. I'm not slow. The girls be scamming. I'm sure, no shade, and I say this with love. Girl, it's probably a few of you watching me who scam from time to time. Girl, that's your business. Um, I think it's one thing for you shouldn't take anything from anybody because people work hard for their money, right? Well, some of us do, okay. Um, but those of us who try and get our money the legal way, work, to get what we need, to get what we want. Um, I don't think it's right you take from anybody. It's one thing if you hear a story of someone scamming, I don't know, Jay Z. If somebody scammed Jay Z out of a couple $1 million, girl, Jay Z ain't gonna go broke. Girl, it's still wrong at the end of the day. But it ain't like Jay Z gonna go broke. Him and his family ain't gonna be on food stamps. You know what I'm saying? However, once you start to bring in those extra layers, like when you hear about these people like Jen Shaw, right? When you hear about the people like Tom Girardi, who's scamming and stealing money from old people who probably live check to check, social security check to social security check, right? When you hear about them taking money from burn victims and orphans and widows. It's like, oh, girl. It's already trifling that people scam and steal, and you might be stealing from somebody where they probably won't even notice because they're so rich and so wealthy. But girl, you scamming from old people? Girl, you stealing from children piggy banks? Girl, you scamming old people who are relying on their social security check to get them through the month? Girl, wait. Girl, not only are you trifling, but now you have this man like the bishop who has used his religion or spirituality to get over people who believe that because he is supposedly a man of God, he's a man of God, that he is going to look out for me. That right there, that Bishop Whitehead, that's a dirty man. That's trifling. You can't get any more trifling than using your religion or you saying that you are this spiritual being and you use it for evil, knowing that people look up to you, look at you as a man of God, as a spiritual being, and you use that for evil. You use that to scam people out of their money. Oh, girl, that's dirty. That's dirty. That's dirty. He really should have got more than 9 years. I don't know the case, but that's trifling. Now that is trifling. Girl, it ain't like he was out here. It ain't like he was out here making fake checks and trying to get money from Bank of America. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. Like, okay, girl, Bank of America, girl, what was you scamming? Oh, girl, I was making fake checks and depositing them into making creating accounts and doing all that carrying. Oh, girl, Bank of America, Wells Fargo, girl, you was out here, girl, taking from people who came to you and they trusted you, and you used you being this man of God to get over. Ooh, 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 ooh. Anyways, girl. I mean, I guess shout out to Tasha K. Okay. Anyways, y'all, let's move on to the next story. All right, y'all. So listen to this. This is according to the Jasmine brand. I do not follow this boy, well, young man, because he's grown. I think he's like 21, 22. Um, so Kai Cenat did not receive any calls from Kamala Harris' team about a potential streaming collab, sources say. So there seems to be confusion around Twitch star Kai Cenat's recent rant about Kamala Harris. A source familiar with the situation reportedly claimed that no one from the presidential candidate's team has contacted him for a potential collaboration, despite what he recently alleged. As we covered earlier this week, Kai Cenat, 22, sounded off in a live stream expressing his frustrations about getting multiple calls from the Secret Service and members of Kamala Harris's presidential campaign in attempts to get him to publicly support her. However, a source familiar with the matter has denied that anyone from the official Harris for President campaign has reached out to the content creator. What's more, the source has said that leadership from the sitting VP's team has not even discussed a team up with Kai. They further explained that Kai had actually been in touch with a third party organization connected to the DNC who began discussing the possibility of getting Kai to speak at the party's upcoming convention in Chicago. It's noted that these discussions began before President Joe Biden announced the end of his presidential campaign, and the source said that no one from Harris' team has been brought into the discussions. As we reported, Kai angrily accused Harris' team of relentlessly trying to persuade him to team up with her. The internet star claimed that he received 5 phone calls from the Secret Service and was reached out by an estranged friend hoping that he publicly support the Democratic Party. Listen, I feel like this is more of the truth. I don't, let me say something. I don't think that he's lying about someone being in contact with him. I don't think it was, again, I believe what the Jasmine brand reported. More than likely, it probably did come from a third party or a party organization. It probably, before it even would have made it down to, you know, the powers that be for the Harris camp, they would have already had it already, you know, situated. I don't think that someone from the direct Harris camp picked up the phone and said, let's get in contact with Kai. Again, I think it was someone that was down the road who said, ooh, what if we try to get Kai? He's this big popular Twitch person. Maybe he can help, blah, blah, blah. He has probably a younger demographic, blah, 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 blah. So I saw a lot of people saying that, oh, he lying, he lying, he lying. I didn't honestly, believe it or not, I didn't really think that he was lying from the get go. I just thought that maybe he didn't have it correct. I figured that I was thinking that someone, girl, now on what level, someone probably did try and get in contact with him, but he probably just saw it as though, you know, Kamala calling me, girl, the Secret Service calling me, girl, the Secret Service ain't called you. Okay. Just like, girl, Kamala, I could say Kamala tried to get in contact with me too. Kamala was all in my DMs. Kamala, why is you in my DMs? Girl, let me show y'all. Go up. Baby Kamala, girl, been all in my DMs, girl. Ever since I, girl, gave y'all that little bit of change, girl. You know, I donated a little bit of coin. Just when I say a little bit, it was just a couple of dollars. Okay, girl, y'all been texting my phone, girl. If girl, I had to block y'all. Girl, I had to block Doug. Doug, stop texting my phone. Girl, Kamala, stop texting my phone. Girl, I'm Team Kamala. Okay, you ain't got to worry about me. I ain't changing up. You got my vote, okay? Girl, stop texting my phone. I'm blocking you. Now, of course, girl, this is not Kamala, okay? Girl, this is a generated message that goes out to more than likely everybody who probably follows Kamala. Girl, and even if you don't follow her, if you check the DMs, you probably also got the same DM too. So with Kai, Kamala ain't called you, and more than likely, again, like the Jasmine brand, reported, was a third party organization that was connected to the Democratic Party who was trying to get you on board. And then they probably would have to do all the vetting and all that stuff if you would have accepted, right? But girl, this is what's happening right now. The people are just sending out direct messages, girl. They sending out text messages. If you give your phone number, I'm telling you, when you wake up, it's gonna be 5 messages from Kamala, girl. Even one from Doug. Hey, Doug, her husband's name, the white man. Girl, it's gonna be one from the white man. Doug, get off my phone. You blocked. Kamala, you blocked too. Okay, and Kamala, girl, I'm about to block you from my DMs because I don't want no more messages from you. Okay, girl, I don't even check my DMs. That's the real care. I don't even check my DMs. Okay, girl, and the time that I do, the first message I see at the top is from Kamala Harris. No, I'm just playing, girl. But yeah, that's what's going on. That we're just going to be getting a lot of phone calls if you've given your number. Probably even if you haven't, you know, put your number in the system. You're probably going to be getting text messages, phone calls, DMs, you know, all types of carrying on. So shout out to Kai. And can I say something also? I don't know anything about this girl, this woman, young woman. When I say girl or boy, that's not to be disrespectful. Um, but I don't know anything about this young woman. I have seen her. I don't follow her. Let me put it that way. I have seen her, you know, floating around social media. I know she's a rapper. She got this one song I saw. This was like a couple of weeks ago or a week ago. I think it's something that's so hot. It's kind of like a bop, low key. You know, anything that I can kind of move my shoulders to, I'm all right with it. I don't know what she's singing about. Okay, I just know it's something hot. Okay, um, she was live, and I'm going to play the clip for you. Let me just play the clip.
You think I'm pretty, baby?
You're beautiful, man. Sometimes.
What that mean?
I mean, sometimes. It's
Am I pretty right now?
No, not right now. Definitely not. No. Definitely not. I'm looking a little.
I'm gonna get out of here, y'all. I love y'all. I don't feel like being on live no more. So you dead don't think I look pretty right now?
Not like right now, but like sometimes. You feel me?
Listen, I don't have the energy to do a whole bunch of carrying on right now. I'm tired. But I'm going to say this. Sister ScarLip, I want you to realize that no one who I'm assuming says that they love you and care for you would treat you that way and embarrass you publicly. It shouldn't be done privately either, but for your boyfriend to know that you are on live and for you to ask him a simple question: do you think I'm pretty? Do you think I'm gorgeous? Do you think I'm beautiful? His answer should have been yes, yes, and absolutely. I can almost guarantee you the man that's lying beside her is someone who's dusty, someone who's probably unemployed. If he is employed, he's probably not happy with his employment. He's probably jealous of her and her success. Girl, he is the op as far as I'm concerned. I just hate to see people be in these situations with people who don't mean them no good. That boy don't mean you no good. Okay. And I got all of that from that 60-second clip. Yes, I did. Anyone who's willing to embarrass their girlfriend, boyfriend, husband, wife, right? And girl, like I said, that was a simple yes. Girl, that was a simple yes. Am I pretty? Yeah, baby, you pretty. Am I gorgeous? Yeah, you gorgeous. Am I beautiful? Absolutely. And then she gonna sit there and smile. And then the people in the comments gonna be like, "Oh, he's so sweet." That's what would have happened more than likely. And then you done. But for him to pull that stunt in that show while you were on live, girl, you were sleeping with the enemy, girl. And I wish you all the best. God, I want you to find some self love. I want you to find some self worth. I want you to dump that man and leave him in the dust where he belongs. She's only 23. She's only 23. It wouldn't make it no better if she was 53. Okay, but you're only 23. Girl, don't let nobody disrespect you like that. Don't ever let nobody disrespect you like that. Don't ever let nobody embarrass you like that. Don't let nobody ever put you down and make you feel that you are unworthy. Don't ever let nobody allow you to make you feel that you are not gorgeous and beautiful. I don't give a damn if you got a bald spot in the middle of your head, two braids hanging on the back, and three dreadlocks. Hello? Don't you let no nigga ever embarrass you and make you feel like shit. All right, I'm gone. I'll talk to y'all later. Y'all have a good day. Bye, y'all.